I'm going to be trying to survive Minecraft's coldest mod with Thoughtless formula. As soon as we entered the world, me and Thoughtless formula just was getting hypothermia straight from the get-go. And the reason I'm doing this voiceover is I forgot to unmute myself, so now I'm just stuck doing a voiceover. And there's a bit of white noise, so. And I just die here. And since we have a revive mod, Thoughtless formula gets me up. Once I got up, we found a village. So we just went to it, but we had broken legs. Once I had gone into the village, I went into this igloo and there's just nothing there. But I was coming in here to also check my vitals on this tablet. It shows my thirst, my temperature, and just how I'm doing overall. So, yeah, and you'll see later in this video, it doesn't do so good. Once I had gone into this house, all I found was a smithing table and a lantern. There's barely nothing in this village except for just a few farms and stuff like that. After that, I went into another house. Yeah, who would have thought? But in this house, there's not much, but it's a lot bigger than the other one. But for some reason, I just made a decision to just live in this one instead on screen. But I do eventually fix that problem and move into the bigger one. I then start just picking the house of its wood, but then I just make a decision just to put it back because I was living there now and to like keep the cold out or something like that. After getting all the wood I needed, I made a crafting table and just made some sticks and got some tools. Like, what do you think was going to happen? I was going to make a wooden armor. Then after making the sticks, I realized I couldn't make anything with it because I didn't have enough wooden planks. But I could make like a shovel and a hoe, but what point is that? So I just went out to get some more wood. What am I saying? I didn't go out, I just stripped more from the house. But for some reason, instead of getting the planks, I just started researching like fabric and insulation for no reason, even though I should just get wooden tools first. But then eventually I do it. After putting those tools in my inventory, I realized that food's spoiled, and these cows were gonna spoil in like 37 minutes. So yeah, and if you see later in the video, everything basically becomes spoiled. And after getting those wooden tools, I instantly just made stone tools. After that, I just started exploring the village more, and I found the place where Thoughtless got the carrots from. I replanted one, but I don't know if it even grew by the end of the video. I didn't even check. But yeah, I was just exploring the village on the other side of the village. You know, the village. Also, when you're cold, you just can't run, as you can see in the clip. So I'm just like waddling my way there. But this igloo had a chest, so I just took the coal and the beetroot seeds. I didn't even use the beetroot seeds, but I did use the potato. In a dire situation, if you want to call it like that. After doing a bit more stuff that you'll never see because I cut out, I went back to the shelter, or should I say, quote, home. I don't know if I can call it that. Because it was getting dark, so we didn't want to get hypothermia, but you will see eventually. You know, why am I spoiling the video? Just watch the video. After getting back to this shelter, I instantly left and started getting more stone because I needed more for a furnace. Yeah, to keep us warm, I guess. And I got some coal with that. Yeah, so I don't know, I just returned back. I was getting frostbite too, so. After making the furnace, my legs started to get damaged, and I started putting more coal in the furnace and then baking a potato to keep warm. But after getting that potato, my right arm also breaks somehow. When I got my potato, we started dying due to hypothermia, and this is the part where we unfortunately respawn. I was never going to do it on hardcore anyway. So after failing that attempt, we did attempt 2 on the same world because we respawned. So we just went back to the village and got all our chests. So me thinking it was a good idea to go outside resulted in me dying because of hypothermia. I just thought that it was just a good idea to go outside, you know, and take a little peek. But I died. So I just attempt 3 on the same world. I respawned. So after getting back to the village, I slept this time. That was a good idea. I don't know why I didn't do it the first time. We slept and we made it through the night just like that. I could have done that before, but here we are, the 3rd attempt. But anyway, we just went back to the other shelter, I guess, and just placed our beds in there. So after picking up my chest, I can't say the same about Thor's formula. He kept punching it, even though he's supposed to left click it. We just went to the caves and got some iron. Me. I went to the caves. So after that short mining session, why am I calling it a session? It was only like 10 seconds. I just put the coal into the furnace and that's it. I'm going into the large house again. I made a really actually good decision, which I should have made at the start. I just grabbed my bed and put it in the bigger house. And after transporting the bed, I just transported the crafting table to the new house, and that was it. That's all I had. But yeah, that's all I transported, and I was living there now. And I made a chest and just started putting some random stuff in there that I didn't need. And those carrots in there that you see, those are gonna something's gonna happen to them. That's it. And after leaving my house for up to a maximum of 5 seconds, I go back in there and just start researching stuff about this mod I'm using. I found stuff like fabric and insulated armor and stuff like that. But I do get some eventually, but that's later in the video, so keep watching. After my search in the crafting table, I found a bandage, but the thing is we didn't have any fabric and string at the time, so we couldn't make it. And after waking up to a new day, I instantly stepped outside and got frostbite. So I ran back inside and my legs were broken. So that's real good. Yeah. Now I can't even run. We couldn't even run for the entire video, so yeah. And I started baking a potato for some reason. I think it's just because I was in a panic when I already had like a bunch of baked potatoes, but yeah. After checking my tablet, I was completely battered, like badly. And also yesterday, Thoughtless Formula went out exploring and he found a pillager outpost and he saw some more, so we eventually did get fabric and we didn't know what to do with it, so I just put it in a chest and left it until we could finally use it. And when Thoughtless Formula was looting the outpost, he found iron, so he was going to use that to make flint and steel. After that, I started going down the mine that Thoughtless Formula made a few days ago, and it looked like dark down there, so I came prepared with some torches, but only a few. When I got down to the cave, I started mining some coal that I had found to keep me warm. After building down, I started to feel thirsty. After going to the other side of the cave, I found something that had caught my eye, and it was gravel, so I started punching it with my torch. After punching for a bit more, my right arm got damaged, so it would take really long to just mine a piece of gravel with my hands. And after going deeper, I realized I didn't have any more torches, so I just started to head back up. By the time I came back up, it was sunset. And if you see at the bottom of your screen, stale baked potato, so everything started to go a bit more rotten, as you can see. After that, I just started mining more gravel, but it took extremely long, so I'm just gonna speed up for you guys. And after a good total of a minute of hard labor, I managed to get flint and steel. And after making the flint and steel, I started to make some more torches to go back into the mine. But before that, I started lighting some cobblestone with the flint and steel that we had to see if it would make me any warmer. And conclusion, probably not. And after it still wasn't working, I decided to light myself on fire to see if that would work. So since it wasn't working, I just decided to do what I was supposed to do and go into the mine and mine some more coal. But then I realized I still had my right arm broken, so it would take me an awful long time to actually get to that coal piece. So after contemplating with myself whether I should go back mining or just stay at home, I decided to go mining again because I needed the coal. But on my way finding the coal, I found some iron too, but it took me like 30 seconds to just mine it. So I called Thoughtless and he was going to mine the coal and I was going to mine the iron. But after collecting 3 pieces of iron in a total of 3 minutes, I just decided to give up. But then I noticed I had a rotten carrot, so yeah, most likely all of our carrots just got rotten, so they were just uneatable anymore. Well, unedible. So after making my way up to the surface, I smelt my iron, and that's it. So after getting enough iron for boots, I made some boots and made some cozy, nice, warm boots, and revived Thoughtless because he died. And I was going to die because of dehydration. And we found out that after getting revived, all your disabilities go away. So after finding that glitch, I went back to the cave and just started mining up all the iron. After getting all the iron from the cave, I started smelting it, hoping to make a helmet, but I got 4, so I just smelted the 4 and didn't know what to use it on. But then I found the iron ingot that Thoughtless got from the pillager outpost, so I was just gonna use that. But yeah, I was gonna get insulated helmet. That's good. But after checking our chest, it's filled with rotten carrots, so that's a bad thing. But the helmet's a good thing. After all the iron smelt, I finally made that insulated helmet. Yeah, and just protect me from the cold. That's it. After doing some exploring, I found some ruined nether portal, so I went straight to it. And what I found in there was a efficiency pick, a sharpness axe, and just I got another golden sword. Why am I saying that? It's just the first golden sword I found. I'm not cheating, but I left it anyway because I started to feel cold, so I just grabbed some magma and some netherrack and gonna get out of there. I also got a fire charge there, and as you'll come to see later in the video, that was a really bad idea. And this is the moment that everything went terribly wrong. Well, not terribly wrong, but like bad. And I also made another iron ingot with the another nuggets that I found at the nether portal. And this is the part that kind of went bad. I just panicking, you know, the usual. I don't even know how the fire got there. It was like 1 block away, but yeah, the house was burning. And at this point, we were just like goofing around, you know. It's gonna, and video you can obviously see by the how much is left. So yeah. So after going to sleep, we just decided to end the video there because I think that's like enough recording, right? If you want to see like a part 2 of this, like and subscribe and like comment if you want to see a part 2. And in that case, I'll see you guys in the next one.